That's just a fantastic, probably that place at Glenelg East. I went through there, and even those windows at the top, in those top rooms, they open up electronically, close if it gets wet. They've got shutters that come down to blanket out. It has just got every trick in the book. It's a fantastic place, so make sure you get there. Now, you're aware that Gary Topp's in the office, in the studio here today. Gary said we need to put some energy into it, so Gaz, hey Gary, you're the energy man, mate, and that's what makes auctions work, isn't it?
Anthony, you don't do too bad yourself. I just saw you do an auction before. Very impressive.
Gary, a couple of things. In the break, you mentioned to me that 53 days, you've got to be kidding. What do you think?
All I can assume is the ones that are going to auction and being sold...
So we didn't explain. 53 days on the market average. Yeah.
Well, my feeling is, without having the figures, my feeling is that it would probably be like possibly double.
Right.
That to me seems very, very, very unrealistic in the market right at the moment.
Now, you know RP Data put these reports out frequently, and I have checked on what it is, and for those listeners here today that read those statistics come through, this is why. Because the RP Data report counts the number of days on the market with the agent that sells the property. It does not include any withdrawn properties, it does not include any days on market with a prior agent, and it is only for the sales of property for the actual agent that lists it and sells it. So they might have had 2 or 3 agents before, they don't count. They might have withdrawn them from sale, they don't count. So the only measure that they can get at the moment is the measure from the day of listing of the selling agent to the sale. Now, if you add back in the withdrawn properties, add back in the change and churn of agencies, put them all back, you'd be at 100 to 150 days.
That's what I was suggesting it possibly should be like. Thank you for qualifying that.
Okay. Now, I've got a question that we're short of time, so I'll make it quick. From Petra, and it's for you, Gary. What's the best way to go about winning an auction? Bid quick, bid slow, bid high amounts, bid low amounts?
Right, the first thing you've got to do in South Australia at a residential auction is register. Once you've registered with the agent, you're away. Personally, I really honestly don't think there's too much strategy. You're there to do the business, you're there to buy the property, open the bidding if you can, bid strongly, hold your card well into the air so people can see that you're there to do the business, and just do the business. Put your hand up, buy the property. If it's something you've looked at for a long time, it's for something you want to live in, buy it.
Toby, a great tip. One more tip, the top tip from the top man in auctions in South Australia.
Right, Gary Topp's TOOP tip, deal with the cash buyers first, auction it.
Toby, thanks very much, mate, for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
Now let's go to hot properties. What a great effort by the Veach team with the sale of Dulwich House, a terrific sale, an iconic sale. Now I hope you love the show, and I hope that you got a lot out of it this week. We certainly had plenty in there. Next week, SA's finest is Unley Park, and then we go to Victor Harbour to look at a very seriously large property. So see you next week, and now we've got a preview of all of the new listings about to come up on the market right now.